Hi, my name is Mark from Soarin Over California, and welcome to my place. Hi, my name is Mark, working lead here at Soarin Over California. Before I give you a tour of the attraction, let me introduce you to Condor Flats. Condor Flats was actually a mecca of all aviation in the mid-40s to the early 60s. This is where all the engineers and test pilots would come out and test their new equipment. Walking around here, there's a lot of history behind Condor Flats. Condor Flats lay empty for about 70 years until a new wave of aviation enthusiasts came by called the California Aviators. They built flying attraction back in 2001. That's when we opened up Soarin Over California, probably one of the most popular attractions in Disney's California Adventure. So what the California Aviators wanted to do is keep it historical. So if you look at the attraction and all the buildings still left over here, and the only thing that really stands out is the Soarin Over California logo. You know, California Aviators wanted to represent, make it nice and proud, and make sure that the guests are welcome and invited to come soar over California. First thing we'd like to show you is our Wing of Fame. We're giving you a brief history of the aircrafts that are actually first flown or designed here in California. And if you look up here, which most people don't do, you actually get our blue sky here of sunny Southern California here. Rain or shine, we always have blue skies and nice white puffy clouds. Now we reach the second half of the Wing of Fame here. Actually, the aviators here that we're highlighting now. Famous aviators are pilots or engineers that first helped design a lot of the experimental aircraft here in California. And to highlight one of our famous aviators here in the Wing of Fame, Chuck Yeager actually broke the sound barrier. He's the first human ever to do that in his experimental airplane, which we have actually a replica over by Taste Pilots outside in Condor Flats. Please take your time to look at all the pictures and read all the information. It's something that all the aviators here at Soar Over California feel proud about, and we want to share that with all our guests and, of course, all the customers that come visiting our attraction. And here I'm going to introduce you to Benny here at the Fast Pass Merge Point. How do you incorporate theme phrasing when you do all that?
You know, we call little children little aviators since it's their first time. We got to make sure it's double checked here, and then if they are good to go, they are ready to go. I tell them, you know, they earn their pilot wings. So they go down the runway right here and make it really look nice and relaxing for them to enjoy the ride as well.
So now that we passed the merge point here, we're going to go down Concourse 1 and see the briefing room. So how do you make magical moments down here at the gates?
Well, an easy way to make magical moments down at the gates is when guests ask for row 1, especially in the center. So we'll do whatever it takes, whether it's put them in directly or offer them row 1 in another gate, or a lot of times we'll have them wait for the next flight.
And Alicia, one more thing. What's your favorite part about working here at Soarin Over California?
I like that Soarin Over California, we're always happy and we're always smiling, and we get to be a big part of guest day. We get to make their day and make them smile, make them happy all the time.
And so you remember the skylights that I pointed out earlier? Well, now we are here in the cloud room. We just walked up 4 flights of stairs to get up over here. And Jungle Cruise skippers have the backside of water, while we have the backside of clouds. And here we are inside the theater, the runway as we like to call it, overlooking the giant Omni IMAX dome screen, which is 80 feet in diameter. The way the lighting is set up on the screen, it looks like it goes on forever, infinity, which Imagineers took a long time to figure out how to get that going, so it doesn't look like it's just a flat screen, which it actually isn't. All 3 carriages, front row, actually head up all the way up to about 50 feet up into the air, and the lowest lowest seats, row number 3, will actually be only about 30 feet up into the air, to give you the sensation that you're actually moving. Carriage C and A actually move up and down, depending on what part of the film it's going to, and turning with the flight. The middle carriage right here moves the least amount. We carry 87 guests here per flight. And for safety, if you're ever wondering what exactly the aviators are doing while you're sitting down here checking your belts, of course they're checking the belts, making sure that everybody's locked in, making sure that the feet are clear, that there's no baggage or anything under the carriages, and also make sure that the seatbelt indicator lights are flashing here to make sure that all the seatbelts in the carriage are all buckled up. These are little tiny red wings, as we like to point out, for all the younger aviators to use the center strap before we send them on their flight. And let me show you here a piece of the high-definition IMAX film that we use here for Soarin Over California. It is a 70mm film there. It goes about 48 frames per second, which equals to about 665 feet per second. And the flight just ended. We're safely back on ground now, so we'll have the guests exit out to the left-hand side, seeing how we're in Theater B. As they exit out the runway doors, they exit out one of their tunnels here. Hopefully they'll enjoy their flight enough to come right back in line and wait for the 30 to 40 minute wait that we usually have here at Soarin Over California. And thank you for visiting my place, Soarin Over California. Hope to see your place soon. Thank you for watching Cast TV. Nice work, pal.